not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for Rurouni Kenshin episodes 17, 18, 19, and 20. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check that out, come back here, let me know what you think in the comments section. If you are currently watching this on YouTube and you want to see next week's reaction video, check out my Patreon. The link is also in the description. I usually post within 24 hours. Sometimes I'm a little late with it if things come up, but I usually post next week's reaction within 24 hours over on Patreon for early access. So if you're interested, go check that out. Okay, so we had some great episodes, especially 19 and 20, but I'll get into those in a second. The first one was a nice little standalone story again with the circus folk. They basically, it was a dad and daughter who teamed up to put on this show where they shoot the daughter out of a cannon. And they used to be part of this other circus, but I guess that other circus was run by these murdering thug-like people. And they decided they wanted to do their own thing. So they made a contract with them and they left. But unfortunately, the other circus wasn't going to honor the contract even if they had the money in order to pay them in order to leave. They staged like a robbery in order to steal the money that was owed to them and then claim that they never got it so that they would be forced to come back and perform for them because they were making way more money than them. And of course, our hero crew steps in and saves the day again. So it was another one of those like, thugs bothering somebody and Kenshin and crew come in and just save the day. And it's getting a little repetitive, that formula, but I'm still enjoying it. So not really much to say other than that. The second episode we had, episode 18, was the return of old boy Big Beard that was in episode 1 and 2 or whatever. The one who was off to fight Kaoru because of the dad, like he was a pupil of the dad. He came back, and I don't understand him. He's still holding a grudge against Kenshin, but he said that he has made it as a merchant and he's much better off now than he ever was as a swordsman. So I don't know why he'd still be holding a grudge against Kenshin. If anything, he should be thanking Kenshin for setting him on this new path. But of course, he's still holding a grudge, and he hires some hitmen to assassinate Kenshin, and they stole his reverse blade sword by hyping up Yahiko's ego and making him think that he could beat him with the reverse blade sword. And it's a dirty trick, but ultimately Yahiko was able to recover the sword and help Kenshin break free and fight back. And it is another lighthearted episode there at the end. I say lighthearted because, they all learned their lesson. Yahiko learned his lesson and realized that he should stop being overconfident and learn more, because he's still got a long way to go. He's come a long way, but he's still got a long way to go. So I really enjoyed that episode a lot. But 19 and 20, this is turning out to be probably my favorite arc of the series so far. So we got what's his name? Yutari? I forget. Shit. I fucking say people's names in my head in order to not forget them, and then I always forget them. I think his name is Yutaro or something like that. So anyway, he's a bratty kid. He was the son of a swordsman who was like, I guess they called him the Thunder God. He's a renowned swordsman or whatever. But something happened and he's dead, and he's inherited his family's mansion and all of the servants and everything. And it's inflated his ego because basically everyone has been talking to him as if they were inferior to him. All the adults talk to him as if they're inferior. Instead of treating him like a child, he now has this superiority complex. And he's a bit arrogant. So he thinks that he can just boss people around because he's the master of the house and he has all this money. And unfortunately, it's got him in with the wrong people. He wanted to become a swordsman, So he got in with this dude, and I'm forgetting his name too. I'm terrible with names. I apologize. I'm just really bad. It takes me a while before I remember people's names. But he got in with this guy, and it turns out this dude is another relic from the old era before the Meiji era, and he wants to bring all of the warriors from the previous era and basically start a new country, a new. I don't know what I guess just a new country would be the best way to describe it. That's separate from Japan in the Meiji era, that doesn't have the same laws, that allows them to use swords and be the warriors that they are. They even asked Kenshin to join, but Kenshin has resigned himself to never kill again, and he's walking a different path of redemption towards what he's done back in the war. But unfortunately, this kid fell in league with them, and he wants to learn swordsmanship from them, and he doesn't realize that they're using him. So he's drawing a lot of similarities to Yahiko. I said that before they said it, even in the episode. He just needs to be put down the right path. I don't fault him for his arrogance or the way he treats people. It's really he's just a product of his upbringing. And he's still a kid, so he still can learn from his mistakes. And I think that he's starting to do that now. Yahiko basically told him, you can't go back there until you defeat me. And he actually put in the work. He's learning from Kenshin and Karu the Kamiya Kashin style. And he's learning how to fight without killing and learning how to protect rather than kill. And he hasn't really learned anything from the other guy. And I think he's starting to realize that the other guy was using him, because he's gone back to the mansion and he found out that the entire army's after this guy and that he's hauled himself up in his mansion. And now it's getting really good. I really can't wait to see the rest of this arc, and I wish I could watch it right now. But as I said in the reaction video, I'm very tired. I just got over being sick, and I got school tonight, and I want to rest up before I go to school, because I go to school at night. So yeah, I really like these episodes. The music is getting great. They added all new music to these last two episodes here, 19 and 20. And I am enjoying it immensely. The animation was awesome. The fighting's awesome. The artwork is amazing, even better than it has been. And I am really getting into this arc. And this series is surprising me in a lot of different ways. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If I forgot anything, we can discuss it there. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.